Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? My name is Larry Jones. For those of you that are new to the page, if you've been rolling with me for a while, go ahead and hit the like, subscribe, and make sure that notification bell is checked. If you are new to the page, you can just hold your like until I say something that adds value. But first, remember, never fall for spam in the comment section. Never send money or crypto to anyone. And anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. But if you've lost money in this market, I need you to listen to me. If you're down 50, 60, 70, 80%, if you're down 90% in the stock market and crypto, this is the video you want to watch, okay? And you want to share it with your friends because all I have to hit you with is truths, all right? And I left an earlier video on Sunday. I'm going to leave it in a box at the end explaining how I lost all of my money in the stock market. Well, this is the follow-up to that. And I'm going to tell you how I regained all of my money and have made multiples of that amount over the years now. So in the 90s, I got in and lost all of my money, and I said it was a scam. I got out for many years. But what happened was in the 2000s, I got back in and I started making a little money, right? But what happens was here comes the last big recession of 2007 to 2009. But I had learned my lesson. I had learned my disciplines. And so now I was able to apply my disciplines and now make money because I understood what a recession was. The New York stock market was created, right? And the New York Stock Exchange. And that's 230 years ago. Now I want you to listen to this. Hey Siri, when was the Vegas Strip created?
Here's an answer from History.com. In 1941, the El Rancho Vegas Resort opened on a section of US 91 just outside the city's jurisdiction. Other hotel casinos soon followed, and the section of highway became known as the Strip.
So, Vegas Strip, 1941, what's that, 80, 81 years ago? So, would you put your money on something that was created 81 years ago? That's a long time. Good track record. Or 230 years ago, right? Who amongst you have not went to Vegas and put something in one of those machines hoping to get something back? Here we have the stock market, and I will tell you during every recession, I want you to Google it. The rich, the top 10%, especially the top 1%, but the top 10% magically makes more money. And the bottom rest of us, we lose money. You know why? It's because wealth is never lost or gained. It's just shifted. They got your money. So this is what I want to tell you about wealth. It's like matter. It's just shifted, right? And so when you buy a stock, somebody sold it. And when you sell a stock, somebody buys it, okay? That's the way the market works. So what you have to understand is smart money, institutions, and whales, they actually sell near the top. So when the market gets frothy, that's when they sell. And that's when you buy, okay, if you're new. And what happens is they buy it when it bottoms out and they sell it when it tops out. So you know how you're going to know the recession is over? When the institutions start pumping money back in. Just the fact of them pumping money back in is going to cause the market to go up. Because believe it or not, they're 75%. They're over 75% of all of the money in the stock market. It's institutions, right? It's institutions and not the retail buyers. We're only 25%, the retail. And out of that 25%, over 75% of those are millionaires. And so you have to understand the cycle, good people. So what I'm going to tell you is this. I'm going to look you in the eye and tell you that when I received my stimulus check, my wife and myself, you guys that were with me, leave a comment. I turned 24 $100 into $53,000 in 2020 and 2021. And then I doubled that. And then I doubled that. As a matter of fact, I made enough money to buy my house, buy my brand new Rubicon truck, my wife's XTX Cadillac, times 2.75. That's how much money, and I'm no way braggadocious for those of you that know me. I'm saying this to encourage you that during the recession of 2008 and then during the crash of COVID, which was 2020 and 2021, those 2 periods of time, I made the most money I've ever made in my life. And that's because I understood the cycles that we're in. And these are some principles that's going to help you get your money back. Now, don't look to get your money back in the same stock that you bought. If you just have hype stock, if you just have hype coins, don't look to get it back. So we become monotunnel. We become tunnel vision, right? We get tunnel vision. So if I lost it in Shiba Inu because I bought it at the top, or if I lost my money in Dogecoin, or if I lost my money in AMC, then I have to make it back in AMC. Not so. Look for solid plays during this market. So as a matter of fact, let me show you. So if we go to the charts here, this was the crash, right? This was the crash of 2020 from COVID. So we were on actually a bull run, right? And then boom, COVID bottoms out, boom, right? Problem is somebody bought here and a lot of people tapped out here. Oh, it's gone. The market is gone. Okay, this is it. After 200 years, this is it. This is the bottom. The stock market is no good. Crypto's no good. You're going to be hearing all of that crap, right? FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. But look at what happens afterwards, okay? So let me show you the only difference between a crash and a recession is the crash is V-shaped. The recession is U-shaped. As a matter of fact, the recession just stares down and it just takes a longer time. So it's just a wider span. So check this out, good people. This was the crash of 2007 through 2009. Look at that black number at the bottom. As you can see, stair step, stair step, stair step, stair step. It's like walking down steps. You know how every single day or every single week it just steps down? That's what's happening right now, good people. And so the longer I get away from there, watch this. I'm going to change this to 2000. Let's go 2020. Okay. So look at what happens, good people. Here it is right here. Here's that same dip right there from 2007 to 2008 and 9, right? Here's that same dip, but look at what happens afterwards, okay? And so that's what I want to show you guys. If you just DCA during this recession, if you just DCA right here during this recession, look what happens to your money. Multiples. Your money just keeps flipping time after time. And that's how you create generational wealth. And for those of you that got crypto, let me show you this, right? So this is the NASDAQ, the dark blue, and this is the S&P. I put those together to show that these charts look almost identical, right? We already established that the NASDAQ, right? I'm going to leave the NASDAQ there. It literally runs in correlation with Bitcoin, right? Runs in correlation with Bitcoin, all right? Let me see here. All right. And so you could see the correlation. Look at that. Year to date. Whatever happens with the NASDAQ, Bitcoin does it, just exaggerated. So you see here, down, it down exaggerated. See here, dips, it dipped exaggerated. When it goes up, the yellow is Bitcoin. Bitcoin does it exaggerated. Now it's going down, Bitcoin exaggerated. So what I'm telling you guys is if the stock market goes down, so goes crypto. When the stock market rebounds, so rebounds what? Crypto, just more. So that's why in crypto, right now, like I shared with you guys, I'm DCAing in daily in crypto. But with the stock market, I'm telling you guys this. It doesn't matter how much you've lost. It really doesn't. It really doesn't. Because you say, hey, if I stay in the cycle, I'm going to lose my money again. No, there's something called rotation. You guys remember back in Q3 of last year, I went to 70% cash. So my 70% is still with me. Why? I'm thinking like that 5%. If you want to be rich, do what rich people do. If you want to be poor, continue to do what poor people do. So there's a time to cash out and there's a time to get in, right? And then there is, now what's different is when you're getting in the market and you are establishing a position, long-term investing, like my $5 a day, the Larry Jones $5 a day challenge, that's different. We're not going to stop, even think about stopping that 5 to 10 years out and watch, don't you, build generational wealth. But as far as these big chunks of money, now is the time to cash up. So I can look you in the eye and tell you in 2018, I was driving Uber. Yep. You know, I'm not like these guys with the big cars and the Bugatti. I can't even pronounce it. The Bugatti car in the back and my Lambo and my $10 billion house. Look at me, look at me. Nope. I was driving Uber in 2018. Why? I had enough money to pay my bills. I had a good paying job. I wanted more cash to invest. I didn't know that COVID was coming. I didn't know it was going to wind up being a blessing. So I'm going to end by saying this. In 2007 through 2009, that recession, and 2020 to 2021, that crash, those two periods, while everybody else was fearing, running in fear, I made the most money I ever made in my life. So I'm telling you guys, don't be scared, be prepared. Now is the time. As a matter of fact, see the upcoming recession as a blessing, as a time for you to get in. So establish those stock that have good price to earnings, meaning the multiples that were expensive. Now they're brought down to a fair value. Start looking at those right now and change your positions. Not only will you make your money back, you will make multiples off of your money. And so that's how I got my money back. And that's how I built wealth over the years in the stock market while still working my job, while still busting my butt and watching my account grow. And so I'm encouraging you guys to stay in, learn some principles, then you could make money in any market, right? And so I just want to leave by saying this. If you don't have a portfolio and you don't have a place, on this video, I'm going to tell you, I have 2 links that I want you to download. We know about Webull. We know you deposit $1 right now, you're going to get up to $12,600 worth of free stock. But the one that I really want you to download today is the Moo. That Moo app, deposit $100, and what we're doing with that is simply putting cash. I'm going to bring you everything I can. I have guests coming on the show all of the time. Stocks with Josh, Stock Curry, Mo, and Keenan. And I'm just going to continue to give you guys all that I can because I know that the scripture in the good book is true. The wealth of the wicked is stored up for the just. They got our money. When your 401k goes down, they got our money. Not only do they have it, they cashed out. They got it in gold. They got it in bonds. All right? That's where they got their money at. They got it in real estate. And they even got it in the bank because they're not running the risk right now. But I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. This is how you're going to know you're at the bottom. A lot of retail investors will tap out, say, Uncle, I've lost 80%, 90%. And then that's when the big money is going to, boom, put all that money back in the market. And just the sheer volume of that is going to push the market back up and you won't be ready. All right, good people. So that's how I made my money back. And that's how I'm going to continue to make money And I don't want to just survive. I want to thrive. I want to kill it. I want to kill it in the stock market and in crypto. And I want you to kill it too. I want you to create generational wealth so you can leave your kids and your kids' kids an inheritance. All right, good people, make sure you check out those links below. Deposit those and get those going. Listen, share this with all of your family members and your friends because this is the season for a come up. All right. We got to be ready. We got to be prepared. I want you to see the upcoming recession. If we're not already in it, we'll know by the time we get Q2 GDP, gross domestic products numbers. And I'm going to share it with you guys. Okay. And we'll know if we're already in a recession or not. All right, good people. I love you guys. Make sure you share. Make sure you download the links. And if you haven't seen the prior video, watch it here. We love you guys. Peace.